Okay, we're recording. Awesome. All right, everybody. So welcome to our team call tonight. So this team call is going to be a little bit different than most team calls. Usually I'm coming on talking about, I guess you can consider this a tip, but it's actually just something kind of different that is kind of coming up. And I took a poll in the page a couple of weeks ago, and that's what kind of brought this topic up that I wanted to make sure that everybody was kind of aware of. And I know there's newer coaches on the call tonight, and there's coaches on the call who have been around for a while. So, some of you are familiar with what I'm going to say. Some of you are like, I have no idea what you're talking about, and this is maybe just going to be brand new information to you. So either way, it's going to be good information, and whether you're new or whether you've been around a while, I think this is going to help you as you start to grow your business or as you are continuing to grow your business. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump in and get started. So the topic of today's call, I'm going to share my screen. I have somewhat of a visual, I think. Let me see here. There we go. I gotta find my... There. So the topic of tonight's call is surrounding the idea of being a 500 PV coach. So just to kind of preface this a little bit, PV stands for personal volume. So when we're talking in terms of personal volume, basically that means anything. Personal volume is anything that adds up to anything that people buy from you. So if people buy a challenge pack from you, I believe that's 135 personal volume points. If somebody buys Shakeology from you, then that's 90 personal volume points. So it's a little bit different than dollar amounts. It's personal volume. So when we're talking about personal volume, that means basically commissions in your pocket as a coach. And it also means when you become an Emerald coach, that coaches underneath you who are also creating personal volume will help create a team cycle bonus for you. So I don't want to get too deep into that because that's really not what this call is about. It's not about, crap, what did I just do with that? I don't know. Okay, there we go. I'm moving things around on my end. I'm getting confused. So tonight's call really isn't about team building, really. I'm speaking to each individual coach like individually. So this is something that you can control, something that you can work towards, something that you can do to help build your coach business and start to receive commissions right off the top, because every time I have a new coach or a new person join our team, the number one thing I want to make sure is that they're being successful and they're earning an income, right? I think one of the biggest things that a lot of coaches might have a struggle with is we're coaches and we love the products and we love helping people. And sometimes we get kind of, I don't know what the word is, but, we tend to say, well, I just want to help people. It doesn't matter how much money I make. I just want to help people, because we don't want to be seen as somebody who is just here for the money or who is greedy. But I want to, be realistic here. We're putting our time and effort into this, and we are providing people a service, and, we should be getting paid for that, especially with the way that this business model works. So let me just start by saying, don't feel bad about making money as a coach, because, Beachbody, Carl Deichler, is not sorry for making all the money that he's making, from us. So we should not feel sorry for making money from helping our friends and our family, our coworkers, or anybody else that we feel that we can truly help change their lives with the products that we offer with Beachbody. And we can feel really good about that because, there are opportunities out there where people are making money, and the products really aren't helping them, or they're really not steering them in the right direction. So you can feel really good about making an income with Beachbody because we are providing an incredible service to people. So so the bottom line is, this is about how you guys can start making money, okay? Because that's why you got into this, for whatever reason, because you want freedom, because you want to pay off debt, because you want to eventually leave your 9-to-5 job, or you want to pay for your kids braces, or to go to college, or whatever. Money makes the world go round. We need money in order to live the kind of life that we desire. It's true. So let me just start by kind of presenting one of the reasons why I wanted to do this call and to present this model, because the number one thing that we tend to recognize, that is recognized within our team page anyway, as far as like business growth goes, is through Success Club points. Okay, so whether you're a new coach or you're a coach that's been around for a while, you know that earning Success Club is earned through helping people get started with challenge packs or with Shakeology home direct orders. But I mean, let's be honest, if somebody's going to get a Shakeology home direct order, they might as well do a challenge pack because it's only like $30 more. So all in all, the number one way that we earn Success Club is by helping people get signed up with challenge packs. So that has been like the focus of how we grow our business, honestly, since day one. I've been a coach for 6 years. That's how I grew my business. That's how I was taught to help my coaches grow their business. However, there is, oh, did you get it? Oh, never mind. Sorry. The TV's like right here and I'm like watching the game and this. But what I was saying is, I feel like, the only way that we've been kind of teaching that the only way you can grow your business is if you're hitting Success Club, and there have been, a few coaches, feeling a little bit, I don't know what the word is. I don't know. Maybe it's just like a struggle. They're feeling like there needs to be other ways that we can build this. Just like I said in the beginning of this call, I did a poll a couple of weeks ago in the team page asking the team, how they felt about Success Club, and it was by a landslide. I mean, if I just go back and take a look at the poll in the team page, I just want to pull this up just because I want you guys to know what I'm talking about, and I know that quite a few people answered that poll. All right, let's see here. Here it is. Okay, so I posted a poll in the team page. It says, how do you feel about Success Club? And the number one response was, I feel defeated when I don't hit Success Club, and that stops me from working my business. And that's a big deal. When the majority of the response in the team page is, I feel defeated when I don't hit Success Club, tongue twister, and that stops me from working my business. That's a problem, and that's something that I wanted to make sure that we addressed here tonight on this call, because I'm just going to be upfront with you guys. Like I said, some of you are new coaches, some of you are have been around for a while and have seen some things going on, but we've had quite a shift in the team this year. We've had people leaving for other multi-level marketing companies like Prove It, like Wine, and things like that, because they are feeling, and I'm just gonna permission to be vulnerable. They are feeling like it's harder to make money with Beachbody than it is, like, let's say, with Prove It or with a Wine MLM. And some of you are probably going, Wine MLM? That was something that the Wine MLM really did not affect our team that much. But Prove It is an MLM company that they sell like a drink that is like a ketone drink, and you drink this stuff and it's just supposed to put your body into ketosis and all the benefits of ketosis, and this is my own personal opinion, and I don't judge anybody else who loves that stuff or tries that stuff. But to me, that's a quick fix. To me, that's something that you just drink and you just reap all the benefits. I could be wrong, but they find it easier to help people, throw them a drink. Here, drink this, and you'll feel amazing. And they're promised like unicorn magic and weight loss and I don't know what else. This is just things that I hear and see on Facebook and the feedback that I get from other people. And they don't have to, really support people like we do. We don't have to support them and like encouraging them to stay on track with their health and fitness with doing a workout program, or encourage them to, eat right, or, do Shakeology, which I'm sure that they have to eat right in order for this stuff to work. But the bottom line is, the reasons why some people have, either fallen away from coaching or decided to go a different route is because they think, or they feel, or maybe they see that it's easier to just sell somebody a drink and just be done with it. Here's a drink, drink this. Here's a drink, drink this. Here's a drink, drink this. But the bottom line is, no matter any way that you slice it, is that, they left for another opportunity because they felt like it was easier and faster to make money. But, in my own personal opinion, I could definitely do that. But the reasons why I personally stay and stand behind Beachbody, no matter, honestly, and I say this truthfully, no matter how long it takes for me to grow my business, or reap the money that I want to support my family, I'm going to do whatever it takes to continue growing my business. And maybe it means adjusting the way that I do things, or maybe it's doing this right here and taking a look at a different way that we can make money and not focus solely on Success Club. I will never leave a company that has the belief system that I truly believe in just because I think it's faster way to make money. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things surrounding money right now that I feel like, and I think it's just I don't know if it's just like a coincidence, but I'm listening to the audiobook, You Are a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero. She's also the author of You Are a Badass. And all of this stuff is like kind of circling around money. We can view money as a bad thing, or we can choose to view money as a good thing. And it's just weird how it just kind of all comes into play. But the way that it comes into play here on this team is really the fact that the way I see it is, if people want to choose to leave to go pursue another business because they don't feel like they're making money fast enough for another product that is a completely different belief system than what Beachbody is, because Prove It is a very different belief system than Beachbody. Okay, Beachbody is not about just drinking a shake and it'll automatically drop the weight. Prove It is drink artificial ketones, man-made ketones, and your body will automatically go into ketosis. That raises some red flags for me. For number one, because, how do you make man-made ketones and put it into your body, and how does it affect you long-term? I personally don't want to put that into my body because I don't know what the long-term effects are. And I sure as hell don't want to sell this product to somebody without knowing the long-term effects. Now, I do, however, believe in working out and eating right and taking a whole food supplement that is, not, man-made. I mean, yes, it's formulated and put into a bag, but all of our ingredients are whole food ingredients. Darren O'Lean, you see the man out there digging in the dirt for all of these wholesome ingredients. We know that our ingredients are wholesome. We know that, at the truth and at what Beachbody does is, 100%, healthy. And we know that it's long-term because we know that working out and eating right is going to be the long-term way that people are going to live a healthy and more fulfilling life. I don't believe that with Prove It. And just because it might be easier and it might be a faster way to make money, that's not enough for me to jump ship. You know what I mean? So I have to say all of that. That's not what this call is about. I have to say all of that in order to say, what I wanted to say for this call tonight. And that's because I wanted to talk about this 500 personal volume coach challenge. So that way, everybody on this team knows that there are other ways to feel success in your business without having to feel the pressure of hitting Success Club. Now, as I say that, please don't take that as me discounting Success Club. I think hitting Success Club is very important to grow your business. It's how I grew my business in the past 6 years. It's how I've been able to sustain a layoff from my corporate job. When I built this team up, I focused on hitting Success Club every month. However, I have learned that the way that I do my business is not the same way that somebody else could be doing their business and be successful. And I have to, explore this idea of 500 PV coach, so that way other people can grow their business differently, because somebody else might have a very successful business not focusing on Success Club, and they focus primarily on volume and this personal volume topic, right? And both can be successful. I think that not focusing so much on Success Club and then dealing with the repercussions of not hitting Success Club and feeling kind of defeated, because the company does put so much emphasis on hitting Success Club, I think that, inadvertently makes people feel defeated when they don't hit Success Club. So I think it's time to just kind of take another look at it. So that way we can, kind of look at our businesses and grow them differently, and not feel so much pressure. And honestly, I think that when you start to wrap your brain around the idea of helping people, maybe not with the challenge pack, but you're still helping them get started with something, and you're earning a commission back, is still success. It's just not success recognized highly in the eyes of the company, if that makes sense. So that's what this is about, because my goal for the coaches on this team, honestly, is for you to make money and for you to be successful, because every single person that is on this call right now and that will probably listen to the replay has expressed to me in one way or another the reasons why they got into coaching. And yes, you all want to help people and you all have a passion for health and fitness, but another big reason, and it should be your number one reason, is all the reasons that coaching can give you, which is, time freedom, which is the freedom to be your own boss, to make your own hours and to make your own money, and to not have any kind of cap on income, because those are the possibilities with coaching, and that's what you can get from it. So those should be the number one reasons why you show up every day. It should be the number one reasons why you work your business. Not because you want to, make X amount of money, but have to ask yourself, if I make X amount of money with coaching, who does that affect? Well, that affects my family, and it affects my kids, and it affects the time that I can spend with them, the things that we can do together. It affects all these life experiences that are going to allow me to have those things that maybe my 9-to-5 job is not or will not. You know what I mean? So those are the things that you got to think about. So the next thing I wanted to kind of go over with is, let's see here. If you didn't listen to the National Wake Up Call today, I encourage you to go back and listen to that National Wake Up Call, because they talk about this. They're talking about this, and they're talking about it because it's becoming more and more prevalent within the network. And I think it's, it's naive to just ignore it. We need to face what's going on. And the truth is that, a lot of coaches are feeling defeated because, they're not seeing their income go up, probably because they're not focused. They're focused primarily on the Success Club points, and they're not focused on increasing their personal volume. And I know for a fact that the company is working on ways that we can learn how to shine a light on personal volume more. But these are just some of the things that we can really start doing right now that maybe you guys can focus on to help you grow your business without feeling the pressure to have to hit Success Club so much that when you don't hit Success Club, it makes you feel defeated, and then you don't work your business at all. Like that's my concern. You know what I mean? We should all still be, feeling success, whether we're helping somebody with getting started with maybe if it's only just one program, or maybe they're getting started with, a performance line supplement. We have to know that we are helping people no matter what, even if it's not with the full package in the challenge pack that the company recommends us first to help people with. So let me just kind of, present to you this idea surrounding the 500 personal volume coach challenge. I'm going to move let's see. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay. So this is, this idea of the 500 PV mindset. I cannot obviously take all the credit for this, because this is, an idea that was presented by, a woman by the name of Milan Jensen. And this is pretty cool. But Milan Jensen is the very first Beachbody coach ever. She was the first person to ever be signed up as a coach. She was, I don't know, maybe a personal friend of Carl Deichler's. And he went to her and said, hey, I'm going to be starting this, coaching network thing. Do you want to be a coach? And she was the very first person. So she's like the top person of all the Beachbody coaches. And so she's been around a while, and she believes in this model. You don't hear a lot about Milan Jensen being, 15-star diamond coach or top 10 or anything like that. But Milan is making an incredible income, and just by focusing on this idea behind the 500 PV mindset. It's kind of like one of those things where you have to kind of weigh your ego with your bank account, because not everybody who's in the limelight of Beachbody, what does Beachbody recognize? Beachbody recognizes elite coaches, 5-star and above, because they hit X amount of qualifications. But I mean, I don't want to say that it's all smoke and mirrors, but a lot of it can be smoke and mirrors, because they put this idea of 5-star diamond elite in these, and we want that so bad. Like everybody wants that because they recognize it. So people do whatever they can to reach this milestone, even if it's like signing up their whole family just to create a diamond so that they can hit 5-star diamond, just to have it fall apart, after they hit the milestone. You know what I mean? So they're, and I hate to say it, but that does happen, and there are 5-star diamond elite coaches who are making less money than me. And I've never been a 5-star diamond coach ever in my 6 years that I've been a coach. You know what I mean? So try not to associate income with rank. Right? Because you guys have never even heard of Milan Jensen before, I'm guessing. And she's the very first Beachbody coach, and she's making an incredible income. I mean, and it's like, well, yeah, she's the top person. She's getting everybody's volume, but that's not how it works. And the point I'm trying to make is that you don't have to be a 5-star diamond elite coach to be making money with this. I mean, there are diamond coaches making 6 figures, for crying out loud. You know what I mean? There are 1-star, 2-star diamond coaches that are making way more than 5 or 6-star diamond coaches. You know what I mean? Because they have volume. Okay, volume equals team cycle bonus. Okay, volume equals commissions paid to you, right? And when you don't have PV, you barely have money. Okay, so that's why we want to be focused on, this 500 PV mindset. So it's earning. Okay, so let me just start from the very beginning with this slideshow. So the 500 PV mindset is basically meeting a customer where they're at, right? The first goal is creating a raving customer, whether that's with a challenge pack, or maybe it's with a Shakeology boost, or maybe it's with Beachbody Energize. You know what I mean? If they're looking for a recovery formula, I know this from experience. If somebody comes to me and asks me about, the type of recovery formula that I'm drinking, and they want to know more about it, this is how my mind has been programmed, because I'm like, oh, great, this is a potential for a new customer. And I know that there's a performance challenge pack. So I'm going to try to slide them into the performance challenge pack, and instead of just, the hands of whatever I'm trying to say, trying to get the recovery shake in their hands, and that's it. But in my head, I'm thinking, well, I'm not going to get success goal points for that, so I'm going to try and push the challenge pack. And I know that's how a lot of coaches think, but the truth is, if we can create a raving customer, it's going to lead into more. You know what I mean? So the goal number one is to create a raving customer, however it is that that their services need to be met. We want to create customers who have influence, right? So if that same person who's looking for a recovery formula, clearly they probably already have a gym regimen, and they probably already have influence of others. So if you have somebody who is a raving customer of recovery formula, and they become a customer of influence, then they start to influence others, right? And the goal number three is obviously to create, revenue per customer, which is people buying products and becoming loyal customers. And it really just kind of embodies Beachbody's unique health formula solution, which is obviously that fitness is fun. Because we have great fitness programs, that nutrition is simple, dialed in nutrition with the portion control containers in the meal plan that comes with every single one of our programs. And then obviously the coaching community support for results. So that's what Beachbody is. It's fitness plus nutrition plus support equals success. That's been our motto since the very beginning. And that's what the 500 PV mindset kind of entails. So the number one idea, wrapping your brain around this 500 PV is, teaching the find your health formula, asking, you might have heard me say this before, that questions are the answers, right? That's how we find out how we can help people. We have to ask the questions. So we want to know what's their favorite way to get in exercise. We ask them about their nutrition. How is their diet, and how is it, serving them, or how is it not serving them? And do they have a buddy or a support system, right? We're asking them the questions that we want the answers to. So the questions are the answers, and the questions are framed around our motto: fitness plus nutrition plus support is success, because that's what we offer. And then really just asking them, are they open to trying something new? My favorite line is, have you ever considered? I use that line every day. Have you ever considered working out at home? Have you ever considered using a meal replacement shake? Have you ever considered trying superfood nutrition? And that opens up a whole conversation. And that, of course, in turn increases their success rate, and it builds their confidence. You guys know that when you follow the system of fitness plus nutrition plus support, you know that you guys get results, right? And how much has that built your confidence up? So if we can pass that on to our future customers, then it kind of creates a like a domino effect, because they're going to pass that on to their customers, and then their customers and their customers. Idea number two, obviously, is the challenge pack. I mean, we can't forget about the challenge pack, but I feel like the more comfortable that we just get talking to people and offering them some sort of solution, that the challenge pack just kind of automatically kind of happens. You know what I mean? It's almost like it kind of alleviates that pressure, because maybe we're holding some personal beliefs about what people think about the price of the challenge pack. It's $160 for people to get started with a challenge pack. And hi, Ellie. And we know how valuable it is. Like, for us, we're like, oh my God, $160 is a steal. But we hear and we see and we feel the vibes on Facebook, and everybody's always like, oh my gosh, everything's so expensive. Shakeology is so expensive. Fitness is so expensive. Eating healthy is so expensive, that we kind of condition ourselves to assume that they're going to think that it's already too expensive before we even offer it. So we kind of that's obviously a personal thing, but it's a truth thing too, because a lot of people do think that $160 is too expensive to spend on health and nutrition, when literally it's like less than, I don't even know. We did the math. It's like less than like $2 a day or something like that. I don't even know. But obviously it is the best solution to help our customers get the best results. So that is an idea number two, which obviously the cost is $160. The personal volume for one challenge pack is $135. It talks about PV, team PV and residual income PV. I know it's going to get kind of, don't worry about those two things right now. We're just worried about personal volume. But the residual customer revenue each time, that people are getting Shakeology every month is $32, right? So, and the personal volume, that is, the number that counts towards your 500 PV. Okay. So, long story short, if you're going towards that 500, obviously 5 challenge packs, but that's just idea number 2. And then idea number 3 is the idea of really just asking friends, family, people around you for support and feedback. I'm doing something that matters to me. Here's why. Tell them. I mean, obviously, if they're on your Facebook newsfeed, they know, why you do it, because you've literally changed your life with it, or you've had some kind of impact in your life with it. And just kind of preface it in a way that, I'm asking the people closest to me for support and feedback with some of the products I'll be recommending. Are you opening to helping me out with this? Maybe one person tries Shakeology, another person tries Daily Sunshine, another person tries the Performance Stack, another person tries the Ultimate Reset digestion supplement pack. Somebody else tries Derm Exclusive, which FYI, they're taking away Derm Exclusive if you haven't heard that already, but they are. But that's okay, because we're getting some new products, and I'm hoping some of those new products are protein bars. And I think that they are. So there's some amazing new products coming that we can offer. You could have them try the 3-day refresh. You could have them try all access Beachbody on demand. And these numbers here in the parentheses are the personal volume points attached to each one of these products that we offer. I mean, just honestly, I challenge you all to just go into your online Team Beachbody account, go to the shop, go to your shop, and check out all the amazing products that we have. We have way more products than just the challenge pack, believe it or not. So we have a lot of things that we can offer people. And I'm gonna challenge you even one step further, and maybe try a product that you've never tried before. Maybe try one of the Shakeology boosts and talk about it and see how it makes you feel. Maybe try some of the vitamins and see how they make you feel. But long story short is that if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people trying all these other little products, then that adds up quick, and you're at 528 personal volume points for the month. And that makes you a 500 PV coach. And what can happen is, somebody tries Shakeology for 30 days. There's some statistic out there, and and Beachbody did it, that any customers that go on any HD order, whether it's Daily Sunshine or Performance Stack or Shakeology or something, that they have a tendency to stay on the HD for at least 3 months. So for at least 3 months, they're on Shakeology. So you can, bank on that 900 PV rolling over into your next month too, on top of you asking, 5 to 7 more different people to try another product that you offer, thus growing your personal volume each time. And to be honest with you guys, when I was thinking about this personal volume idea and this model, I had to think back to when I started as a coach 6 years ago, which, by the way, there was no such thing as a challenge pack. No such thing as a challenge pack when I signed up. When I signed up, I bought my program, TurboFire, for $120. And then I decided I wanted to try Shakeology for $119, because Shakeology was $119 back when I signed up, not $130. So I bought TurboFire for $120. I bought Shakeology for $120. And then there was no upgrade fee to coach. So I wanted to be a coach, so I paid $40 for the sign-on fee. So I paid what? Almost $300 to be a coach. Okay. And guess what? That's how I signed up every person ahead of me, after me, either as a customer or on my team. So you can imagine the amount of personal volume that I had as a coach starting out. And I remember my upline coach, when he would do recognition every month, I always had over 500 personal volume points, and I was always at the top of the top of the charts. And I wasn't hitting Success Club because in order to hit Success Club, you had to get people started on Shakeology, Home Direct. You had to sign up coaches. Those were the only ways that you could get people to sign to get Success Club points. And as a new coach, I wasn't signing up coaches a lot, and people were only checking out Shakeology, not on Home Direct. So I was just getting friends and family and people on Facebook just trying Shakeology, and they didn't want to do it on HD, but I was still getting the personal volume points. You know what I mean? So I was still making commission. I was still building my volume, and it worked. And then, was it 4 months later, they introduced challenge packs, and the rest is history. So so there is something to this, this personal volume, building up the personal volume, because it's definitely how I started growing my business in the first couple of months that I became a coach 6 years ago. So some of the activities, obviously, that lead up to becoming a 500 PV coach are obviously running, groups and challenge groups on Facebook, or running free groups. We have a great opportunity doing that with Clean Week now. You can get a little baby portion of personal volume if they sign up for the 7-day Shakeology. But I mean, it's a great step in the right direction. Special interest groups, VIP groups, those are just two different ideas of how you can have continuous personal volume activity, especially VIP groups. I would consider that being like, your own special Facebook group for customers who are avid Shakeology users, who are avid, performance line users, because those are customers that love the product, who are going to use the product and are probably going to buy more of the different products as they come out, because they're already believers in the products. So that's just one way to, keep personal volume up. But really the number one way is to obviously continue running at least one challenge group every single month, and at least getting, 3 to 5 people in those challenge group, not particularly with a challenge pack. I mean, if you do, great. But honestly, if you just get them started with just a program, or if they're just using, Shakeology, or just using, a Boost or Energize or whatever, but they're doing their own thing in their fitness, I call that a win. You know what I mean? Because 9 times out of 10, you get people in a group and they start seeing other people doing the full system of Beachbody. They're going to be like, you know what, that looks like it's working for them, and I might try that. You know what I mean? So I'm going to, quote Tommy, my coach, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, whatever that means. But he always said that, it's just like, if you get somebody started with a product, but it might not be the full system, like, don't discount them. Like, run with that, run with that customer. That was their need. You fulfilled it, and run with them. And who knows, they might turn into one of your top coaches, which ironically was exactly what happened to me with my very first diamond coach that ever, was my very first diamond on my team. She joined my team. Get this. She joined my team. She wanted Shakeology, but not on Home Direct, because she was like, I don't want to be charged again the next month. I was like, okay, well, what kind of program are you going to do? And she's like, well, I went and, hawked a copy off of eBay. I was like, all right, whatever, and she, the thing is that she did a 30-day challenge group. She did 30 days of Turbo Fire. She did 30 days of Shakeology. She dropped like 10 or 15 pounds in that first month. And all of a sudden she was like, I'm hooked. And she's like, I need some more of that Shakeology. And you know what? I want the real program, because some of these other DVDs that I bought off of eBay kind of skip. You know what I mean? So it was like, if I would have been like, you know what? No, you have to buy the full thing. Can't be on. I would have lost out on that very first diamond on my team. So I guess that's what don't throw the baby out with the bathwater means. It's kind of weird, but there's some kind of, meaning behind that. So this last page, this is the last slide that I have, the 500 PV coach activity, are just a different way to reach people. Obviously, you can do that through your social media, through a business page, a like page is, really what's most commonly known as, and target a market. Think about who you are and who you want to help. Trying to help everybody doesn't exactly work. You know what I mean? Because I personally cannot help I can't help, you know, a guy that wants to build muscle and be a bodybuilder. I cannot help that man. I can point him in the direction, but there is no way I can support him because I just don't know how to do that. You know, I'm not a bodybuilder. I don't, you know how to put on mass amounts of muscle, nor do I even care to. So, you know, it's not even, you know, something that I'm thinking about. You know, more my market, my personal market are moms, you know, busy moms, moms who tend to have, you know, body confidence issues, moms with stretch marks, moms with extra skin. Like that's my market. Like those are the women that I talk to. Those are the women that I help. And I've been able to grow a self-sustaining business from just helping, you know, those people, you know, straight and narrow as opposed to far and wide, right? You're more able to hit your target when you're straight and narrow as opposed to trying to hit everybody off the mark. So, you know, nailing down a target, finding out who it is you really want to serve, who resonates with you, who do you want to work with? That's the great thing about network marketing. You can choose the people that you want to work with. Practice curiosity marketing. Chalene Johnson talked about this at Summit. If you're obviously a new coach, this is training that I believe can be found in the online office, but basically just posting in a way where you're raising curiosity, which is basically, you know, you just sharing your story. You don't even have to say one thing about Beachbody. Just share what it is that you're doing. You know, I'm doing my 30-minute workout. I'm using my portion control containers. You don't have to mention one thing about Beachbody, and people are gonna, you know, ask you questions about it, and then that can open a doorway for a conversation. So then just a few other ways how a social media business page can definitely help. It functions as a personal website. It's a simple way to connect with people, an easy tool for providing value. Of course, Instagram is another way to do that too. So these are just some ways that you can kind of start drumming up this whole idea and presenting, you know, how you can start building your personal volume. So one of the things that I want to do going forward in the team page is, you know, how we recognize Success Club. Usually every week, you know, we have the Success Club boards. But in an attempt to help you guys really track, you know, your volume and to get it growing, I would love to, you know, start paying more attention to the personal volume points that you guys are drumming up in your businesses week to week. So this is something that I'm going to start paying attention to, something that I'm going to start recognizing more in the team page. And one of the things that you guys can do in your online offices. So if you're in your, oh, you know what? I haven't even gotten into the new online office yet. This should be interesting. You guys get to see me log in for the first time. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. I'm kind of scared. So can we access our new online office from teambeachbody.com or no? Yeah? Oh, shit. Okay. This is not at all what I was expecting. Okay. Volume. Okay. So let's see here. My volume, personal volume. Where's personal volume? Oh God, this couldn't have been come at a better time. This is the first time I'm seeing the online office, you guys. So okay, personal total. How did I get there? Okay, so if I go to volume, yeah, no. Oh, yeah, volume, my team volume. Total PV would be personal volume, right? I think. So, ouch. So that's the number that you want to pay attention to. And we want to do 500 personal volume points every month. So in a time period between, you know, where all these, show October, we want those numbers to add up to 500, right? Okay. So that's the number you want to pay attention to. Those are and again, these are personal volume points that are being achieved just by people buying stuff from you, right? So, gosh, this is kind of cool. I mean, sorry guys, this is the first time I'm seeing this online office, so I'm kind of all over the place. But you get the idea of where you can look for your personal volume. So keep those things in mind. And another thing I wanted to show you guys is that you're probably going, well, how do you know how much personal volume stuff is? So if you go to teambeachbody.com, you go to the shop button, and you're just brought to the shop, and you're logged in, you can see obviously our price for the coach, and right next to it, you see how many personal volume points it is. So you can go through this whole list. Like I said, Derm Exclusive is going to be cut out of the Beachbody family. So I wouldn't worry about that one. But there are going to be more products that are going to be added, I think really soon, honestly, within the next few weeks, if not the next few months for sure. But you can check out all the nutrition supplements. Like here's the Shakeology Boosts, which I ordered some of the Digestive Health today. I've never had that one. I've had the Power Greens and I've had the Focused Energy, which both are good. The Power Greens is the stuff that is in my Ultimate Reset that I'm doing right now. So, but I've never had the Digestive Health, so I'm gonna check that out and see how that works for me. My kids are drinking Daily Sunshine, so that's 90 personal volume points for that. Sports performance, these are all the performance lines. You can see what the PV is attached to all of these. What else? What are the nutrition packs? Oh, these are the performance line packs. Weight management, what's over here? So we got the 3-day refreshes over here and all the PVs attached to that. The cookbook has PV attached to it. I even think the apparel has personal volume attached to it. Not much, but it does. So yeah, so I encourage you to check out the different products, get to know the different, products and things like that, and see, what's out there, and fill a need. You know what I mean? See what your people are needing, and fill a need. And if it's only a DVD, then it's only a DVD. If it's only, a Shakeology Boost or Energize or something like that, then get them started with that, and teach them the experience. Get them in a challenge group. Get them around other people who are doing the full system. You know what I mean? And let them see for themselves. And I guarantee in the long run, they'll end up being, maybe a challenge pack customer. And then eventually it'll just lead to Success Club. But in the meantime, you're still helping people and you're still making money with commissions and personal volume, right? That's the idea behind being a 500 PV coach. So any questions? Okay, so I see there is something in the chat that I did not see. Oh, you're trying to school me on how to go into my freaking online office. There we go. But yeah, so do you guys have any questions at all? Anything that comes to mind, anything that you're confused about, any comments at all? Hi. Said hi.
Sorry, that was my daughter.
Oh.
Hey, so when you're talking about the PV, so we're counting our own purchases as well, because isn't that tied in?
Your own what?
Our own purchases. So every month, when we buy Shakeology, that's 90 for me, 90 for Liz. So that PV, that includes our own personal one and our purchases, or our customers, right?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that counts every month too, towards your personal volume. Let me see that. I'll go back into the Coach Online office and just check something out. No, it's not going to go. Okay. Where does it show? I'm so confused. Where do we see like our Success Club points? Oh. Oh. Okay. 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 Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so this is interesting. Like, oh, okay. So you can see whether you're qualified here, but it doesn't tell you how many. That's different. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Alrighty. So yeah, so I mean, like me, I guess get to know your online office, because this, honestly, we've had the same online office for the past 6 years. I was just talking to Katie. Katie's a new coach on our team. Just had her getting started right call today, and she's a IT techie person. And I was explaining to her that we're just getting a brand new website ever. Like this, like ever. Like in the past, like how many years that Beachbody's been around? The past 10 years, we have not, like they upgraded it like minute, you know, because it used to be called, they changed the name. That's all it was, because Team Beachbody used to be $1 Million Body. I don't know if you guys knew that, but it used to be $1 Million Body, but then they changed it to Team Beachbody. But yeah, we haven't had a new website since 2007 or 8 or 9. So this is something that's going to be new for all of us, but it looks nice. It's going to take some navigating. I'm gotta sneeze. Sorry. I almost sneezed. All right, so that's it, guys. That is the 500 PV model. I'm gonna save this and try to upload it probably tomorrow once I get it all uploaded to YouTube, and I'll have the recording link up there. But let this sink in, let this marinate, and if you have any questions that come up about it, you know, feel free to talk about it openly in the team page. This is something I want to kind of be more like, you know, how we everybody knows about Success Club, right? Like everybody knows about Success Club. I want everybody to know about personal volume as well. I want everybody to be as well versed in personal volume as they are with Success Club. You know, it's kind of changing the dynamic a little bit, which is going to be a good thing, because I think that'll allow us to have a more well-rounded business, as opposed to just solely focusing on Success Club and then not hitting Success Club and not working our business at all because we don't hit Success Club. You know, that's not right. We have to, you know, have a more well-rounded business. Success Club and personal volume, or at least personal volume, helping people with the amazing products that we have, and also growing our business and getting commissions and getting paid along the way too. So I think that'll help us coaches see revenue, see income faster, quicker. I know for me, that was seeing money come in as a new coach. That's what kind of hooked me and kept me motivated to keep going. And I think that's true for anybody, right? When you see the fruit of your labor actually working, then it motivates you to do more and to keep going. So so that's it. If you guys don't have any other questions, speak now or forever hold your peace, but not really, because you can ask in the team page. So that's it. I'll get the recording up and I'll let you guys go, and hopefully Cleveland's winning. The tribe is winning right now. No. Oh, Jack, why are you destroying my dreams? All right, guys. We'll see you later. We'll talk later. Bye.